Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This movie stars Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, and Woody Harrelson, and it is about, without giving too much away, it is about these three billboards that the mother of a murder and rape victim puts up to basically get the police to do something about it. They've looked into the case, but they cannot solve the case, and that's what she wants to happen. She wants this case to be solved, so she thought the best way to do it is totally fuck with the police by putting up these three billboards to get them to do something to cause, to stir the pot a little bit, and she does that. Now, this movie, I was not expecting to be what it was, and the reason I was expecting it to be something different, because I saw this movie and obviously won a Golden Globe for the Best Picture, and it's, I thought it was going to be an Oscar bait movie. I thought it was going to be kind of a, I wouldn't say thrillerish, but a, kind of slower, figuring out of this murder case. But it is more like a dark comedy. It really is, and it's just so different and left of field than I thought it was. They do something very cool with this movie. They manage to give you such a real and emotional plot, and they hit you with so many jokes, and it is so funny. And they literally go from bang, joke, and then bang, and you're like, oh, just like that. And I loved it. I think that was one of the greatest aspects of this movie, that it can keep you so engaged with these I wouldn't say light-hearted jokes, but dark-hearted jokes nonetheless. And they're going to hit you with some comedy, but then they're going to hit you with plot, and it's going to keep you intrigued. And that was a big factor of how much I liked this movie. It kept me engaged, and it kept me intrigued. Usually with Oscar bait movies, and usually with longer movies, this is, I think, just 2 hours anyway. It's not a hugely long movie, but they can get a bit slow because they got a lot of stuff, they're trying to do, and they're going to try to, use the best performances possible, and you're going to get a lot of monologue scenes, blah, blah, blah. This movie didn't do that. It had monologue scenes that were really important and intriguing and engaging, and that's what I think it did so well. And as far as acting goes, you don't get much better than this movie. I think Frances McDormand was phenomenal. She's very loose in real life, from her Golden Globe speeches and stuff within that. You can kind of see who she is, and she kind of brings that to her character in Mildred, and I liked that. I liked that she was kind of a zero fucks, zero nonsense character, and you somehow got behind her. And usually a character like that, you're like, oh, it's funny, but is she your main character? And she was, and I liked it. Woody Harrelson is Woody Harrelson. He's going to give you a fucking good performance no matter what movie you put him in, and he's phenomenal, one of the best actors, and he killed it nonetheless. And Sam Rockwell as well, he was great. And obviously Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell both won Golden Globes for this movie, and I can tell why. They definitely delivered. And Sam Rockwell's character actually did some things I wasn't expecting. You feel for him, and then you hate him, and then you feel for him and hate him every 2 seconds, and I really like that. And another thing I liked about this movie, not just the acting, but the sense of unpredictability, the sense of not knowing what's going to go on, because you don't know. It was such a left of field idea, and such weird stuff going on. You don't necessarily know where any scene's going to go, and I really like that. 1 minute you can hate a character and like a character. 1 minute you can go fuck this guy, and then go, oh, I really feel for this guy. And I like that, and that's what I really liked about this movie. It was just so different in the fact it could have been an Oscar bait movie, and I was expecting that. As I said, I won Golden Globe, and a lot of movies come out in December and then end up early Australia in January, and we get them in their Oscar bait movies, and I can talk about Darkest Hour, which I haven't seen, The Post, and even All the Money in the World, which all kind of seem Oscar bait-ish in the way that they're slow and really good acting, blah blah blah. And this was the one I actually want to see the most, and then it won a Golden Globe. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and see this movie, but I didn't expect it to be what it was, and I was really happy with it. I came out ecstatic. There's really nothing bad I can say about this movie. It delivers you, it keeps you engaged, it makes jokes, it hits you with hard-hitting stuff, it makes you really give a shit about the characters, hate the characters you need to hate, and, as far as it goes, there's not much, it's one of the best movies of the year. I definitely, obviously I didn't say it's 2018, so it wouldn't be, I couldn't do it on the 2017 list, but it was really damn good, and I'm giving Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, an A. I like that way. I like the, starting the year with a bang. I've reviewed 3 movies this year, and I'm very excited to be able to give an A this early on. It was just a phenomenal movie. I couldn't really fault it at all. Maybe maybe how it ends, but it didn't make me dislike the movie, so I'll leave that, guys, up to you. If you have seen this movie, comment below what you thought of the movie or the review. You can like, you can subscribe. I do reviews pretty much every week, if not twice a week. I do Blu-ray videos as often as I can. I do rerun reviews once a month. I do plenty of shit on this channel, so you can click subscribe to stay updated with it. But of course, guys, have a good one.